I may not be good at this, but I sure am good at this.
Yeah, boy!
This? This is Tiger Woods PGA Tour 99, and it looks like this. I mean, it's not bad. In fact, no, this is good. The game offered a lot of content for a golfing game, and in my adventure to play every golfing game, this is a good start. Now, this is my first retro game, and my first PS1 game, and oh boy, the troubles I went through getting this video to you, that surely deserves a like. So, let's start with the reviews and background. Now, this is actually the first Tiger Woods PGA game, which would cost EA $10 million for his likeness to appear in the game, and I think they did a good job. And that means I got this game in order, which probably won't happen again. The game was well received, with some average scores of around a 7, and while doing some research, I looked through some reviews and articles. So here is what the general consensus was on the game during 1999 and 2000s. And we're going to compare that to a review done by IGN in 1998. Not that IGN is a bad review site, but their employees have some interesting opinions that conflict with the other two articles. All three reviews praise the number of modes, which is around 8 to tickle your fancy. Now, the graphics are always really hard to determine for older games, since to me, these games are extremely old, and comparing them today is just, well, sad. So to get an idea of how this game was viewed back in the day, I made sure to look at articles at the time of the release, opposed to any recent catch-ups. This article praised the graphics and called them very good. This was a little different from the other two, with GameStop stating the golf game looks like a golf game, so thanks for that. And IGN called them sharp, but stated that the game looks choppy, which the other two kinda disagreed with. Essentially, the game's graphics are pretty good for their time, the same as sports games today, which look okay. In my opinion, the animations aren't bad or choppy, and the graphics are really good for the PS1. Now, the other aspect of the game that is a bit of a mix is the interface. While IGN didn't like it, GameSpot and the article did, and I tend to agree with them. You can see everything you need in one screen: wind, distance, location, and striking force. And does this look goofy to you? Okay, maybe a little, but it's not like it's distracting you from playing your virtual golf. But maybe what could be considered goofy is the Tiger aesthetic. There are many different moves that bring the Tiger Woods feel that is so well known, like Tiger shots and Tiger moves. This leads to what can only be described as an involatile reaction. I'm not bothered by this, but the reactions of the voice lines were probably something like this.
No way.
Okay, I think that's enough talk about other reviewers. Let's get into some gameplay. So this is it. I know it really isn't much, but here, let's take a swing. So when swinging, the top view angle of Mr. Tiger pulls back. The first click is your power, and depending how you position the marker, it will tell you when you want to click. Until for some reason you will still miss the hole without adjusting the marker. Like, Tiger, are you blind or goofy? Pick one. The second click will choose your angle, I think. Either way, you're going to want to get the right timing for the perfect shots. And if you peek at both, you'll get a Tiger shot. I don't know how this works. I don't remember if I even got it, to be honest. But when you do make those shots, the camera will track the ball throughout the track. And this is actually really good for the time. I've been playing some other PS1 games like Gran Turismo 2, and this game has some extremely good 3D graphics. The game never really looks terrible. I mean, except when the trees block the camera. Like, how is this a problem? Just clip the trees. But the physics are really good. Downhill will roll your ball. Sand pits will cause the ball to go absolutely nowhere. And just like many other games during the time, even the water kills you. In the air, you can actually change the ball's direction, which seems very realistic to me. And when you get to that green zone, you have to be pretty good to get in the hole. Like me. Damn it, Tiger, what did I tell you? Sometimes you're gonna need to counter the direction to get the hole in one, and sometimes that can be a little hard depending on how strong the wind is. So this can feel so damn good when you predict the ball's movements. And I think I already expressed myself when you miss. Now, I don't really go through all the different game modes, since from what I can tell, they're all just golf. I can't tell the difference between the career mode and tee-off, since I got a bit bored of playing over and over, and it never got to that point. Now, like I said, it's very hard to review old games, and I'll be honest, I probably rank these off of graphics. since the gameplay is kind of hard to determine. On the one hand, it's actually not bad golf. It's fun, entertaining, and somewhat realistic, and no matter how much we want to Tiger Puke, Tiger gives us a pretty good performance. I think they used motion capture for Tiger, since some of these celebration activities are really good looking. Almost too good looking. You don't think Tiger is in there, do you? But other than the gameplay and graphics, what else can I talk about? The game lacks a variety of content while still having many game modes. They all feel very similar. And that's where I leave Tiger Woods for the next years. The game is a well-deserving golf title. It brings a lot of simple mechanics that make playing the game actually fun. I played a couple of hours of this game, when I thought I would only play minutes. To be fair, the back of the case lied to me. I blame Tiger on that one. The graphics are really good for the time. Well, at least the 3D models, not the sprites. Those can stay in 1999. But Tiger himself, his animations, and everything between his legs is really good. And I can give my 2023 stamp of approval. And while I don't get to explore multiplayer with friends and online, I think I can give the game a solid 7.8. Right around the same as the other reviews, but I ranked it higher due to me not having any experience with golfing games. So, to be honest, I really like this game. Doesn't make me good at it though.